Hello everyone, and welcome to today's episode of Beyond the Mask. With Scream 6 set to be released online sometime this month, there's been some speculation as to what deleted scenes could be available once the movie hits streaming platforms. Thankfully, there's been one major scene that seems likely to make the cut, and we now have some insight into what this scene in particular is, thanks to Radio Silence, who shed some light on a particular removed scene from the climax of the movie. The removed scene actually involves Gale Weathers after her attack in the movie. Once I read this, I was quite disappointed that it was cut. I believe the limited time Gale had on screen was somewhat of a letdown with this particular movie. The character has some unexplored potential that I feel like is going to get overlooked with the wave of newbies introduced into the franchise following the latest batch of entries. The scene I'm specifically talking about actually allowed the audience to get one last glimpse of Gale before the movie ended, and actually allowed her to discuss the events of the movie, the impact of Ghostface and more. In an interview with Real Blend, Tyler Gillett stated, "At one point we had a monologue for her that she was delivering from a hospital bed, but it felt sort of like a hat on a hat and was clouding the moment of the end really being about the Carpenter sisters, but she was never on the chopping block for us." To most of you this may seem minor, however I'll explain why I believe this should have been kept in the movie. I fully respect how this story was the Carpenter sisters' story. It's been pretty well established that these two are the new leads. However, I've often stated in my videos that one of the things that made Sidney's story in the original so good was how Gale operated actively at the side of her. She wasn't the main, but the importance of the character was still relevant, and in many ways, the plot struggled to progress without her inclusion. An example of this is the fact that Gale is the author of the Woodsboro murders, and therefore responsible for the creation of the Stab franchise. Another is that she was actively investigating the case, for her own purposes most of the time, but it served as a huge purpose, so much so that Sidney actually grew to respect Gale significantly as the movies progressed. One major critique I'll hand towards these new movies is that it seems to me they don't know how to distribute the older generation characters around the newbies. This statement from Tyler Gillett regarding the reason this Gale scene was cut all but confirms that they actively didn't want the moment with Gale to take away from Sam and Tara, which I do get, but having a minor scene in the climax to give us a last shot of Gale, Gale who's been in these movies since 1996, would not have taken us out of the movie. I'm not being negative, I genuinely hope this scene is among the deleted scenes, as it seems it was edited out before the movie hit theatres. It's just a shame that we don't see the screen time distributed around the various characters that have been around for so long. As most of you are aware, I'm writing some Scream novelizations, and I'm looking to send the completed version of Scream 1996 off to Paramount this week. Following this, the novels will be available on Amazon Kindle to be read by all of you. I'll have some updates as we go on, but one of the reasons these cuts and deleted scenes are so important is so they can be re-added if they hold any significance. I fully intend on adding something extra from Gale towards the latter end of Scream 6 in my novelization. Stay tuned for news on that by hitting subscribe. If you enjoy this content, don't forget to like and share, and look out for more great Scream content on the way.